PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video, the afternoon edition for Tuesday, the 8th day of January. Very warm weather, near record warmth again today. Some big storms off to the west, cold air for the weekend. A lot of things to talk about here. Let's get right to it, and we'll start, as we always do, with some Skycam shots around the ABC 3340 Skycam network this afternoon. There's a look at the sky over Chilton County. That's our Skycam down in Clanton. The sky partly sunny there. Up in Coleman, the clouds a little more extensive. That's the view from the water treatment facility just east of downtown Coleman on US 278, and from downtown Jasper, looking west from the roof of the King building, and again a broken cloud cover. Temperatures way up there again today, almost at record levels. There's the big picture, and once again we've got more active convection west of here. Big upper level trough, the one that brought the severe storms yesterday from Tulsa to Chicago, is lined up a little farther to the east. The big storms now running from eastern Texas up into southern Illinois and Indiana, and we'll see those moving in here tonight. There's your blowtorch. Temperatures are really warm all the way from Houston to Boston. How about that for a winter heat wave? But you can clearly see that sharp gradient running from near Chicago down to Fayetteville, Arkansas. Behind that, the weather noticeably colder, and we will be in that air mass by Friday and the weekend. We'll check out what's happening off to the west. We've got a tornado watch up until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Covers much of eastern Arkansas, northwest Mississippi, western Tennessee, and the western tip of Kentucky. And that band of storms is moving steadily on to the east. There's a look at the warnings at the time I'm doing this update early this afternoon. Those are all severe thunderstorm warnings in advance of the line through Arkansas. The counties there in blue. And again, I really think the severe weather risk here is minimal tonight. There's a look at the convective outlook for the rest of this afternoon and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather from Monroe, Louisiana to Indianapolis. That includes places like Memphis and Paducah, Kentucky, and Muscle Shoals up in that northwestern corner of the state. But more than likely, those storms will weaken as they move in here late tonight. Tomorrow, just a general thunderstorm area there across all of Alabama. And really, the main core of the storms will most likely come in here after midnight tonight through early tomorrow morning. And then on day 3, this is Thursday, a slight risk of severe weather over all of Alabama and adjacent parts of Georgia and Mississippi. And the instability, no doubt, will be much better then. Here's the QPF map. This is the expected rain across the country, valid through Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. And the number's coming down a little bit here on this graphic, but it's pretty much in line with what we've been saying all week. The rain averages, we think, this week will be 1 to 2 inches statewide, and that's a good thing. And more than likely, the better rains will come Thursday. The rain late tonight, probably not all that heavy. And a quick peek at the watch warning map. Again, there's your tornado watch off to the northwest. All those counties in central Alabama, that's a wind advisory for those gusty winds that are developing out of the south. And note those flash flood watches up there for Chicago and Detroit. And out west, a lot of winter storm watches and warnings for the Cascades in that region. And once again, we'll look back at the severe weather from yesterday, and that was quite a January event, one for the books up north for sure, with tornadoes extensive across parts of southwestern Missouri with some fatalities there. And also we've got a couple of tornadoes up there near the Illinois-Wisconsin border. What's the modeling talking about here? Let's look. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at noon tomorrow, noon on Wednesday. The short wave that will bring us the showers and storms tonight, rotating through the northeast. Another short wave coming out of the Rockies. So we're kind of in between waves. We think will be dry tomorrow, probably mostly cloudy. Not quite as warm. We're expecting highs in the low to mid-60s, and any showers should be over the southern part of the state as that front will be stalled out really right through central Alabama. Thursday, here comes trough number 2. Pretty good-looking system, and at the surface, we've got the surface low near Des Moines, kind of detached from the main band of rain and storms down through here. But again, we've got definitely a wet and stormy day Thursday with rain and storms likely. There could be a few strong to severe storms. Not exactly a classic setup like that, but again, the instability value should be pretty good. And we'll sure take that rain. Then Friday, that is out of here. And the weather turns a little colder. Temperatures where they should be. Highs back in the 50s. Saturday, starting off the weekend, the weather here cool and dry. We note the energy diving down the backside of the trough. On Sunday, that energy rotates through North Mississippi and North Alabama. And where is the storm on this run of the GFS Sunday at midday? Well, the surface low on this run is near Jacksonville, with all of the moisture down to the south. If this run is correct, very little in the way of precipitation here. But here's a quick look at Sunday night at midnight. Noticeably colder behind that system. It's going to be pretty cold early next week. But let's look at the Canadian to see what it does with it. This is valid Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, the Canadian global model. And again, you can clearly see some pretty big differences. This has the surface low up there east of Long Island, with the main rain shield well to the east and maybe a little batch of snow flurries there on the backside coming through here. But again, let's get our two midweek systems out of here. Then we can talk about that one with some confidence. And then Monday of next week, cold, windy, temperatures struggling to get out of the 30s on Monday. That'll be a very brisk day. And Tuesday of next week looks dry and cold. All right, that's Tuesday the 15th. Let's go out to January the 18th. And whoa, Nelly, look at the trough. Are you kidding me? Big ridge pumping up over the Gulf of Alaska. Cold trough over the eastern half of the nation. Man, that looks cold, doesn't it? And a little impulse riding down the trough, squeezing out some snow for St. Louis, and that kind of thing might bring flurries down here, but that's not where the big snows come from. But a couple of days later, look at here. Trough stays in place, big vortex coming through the base of that thing, and that spins up a surface low down over the Florida Panhandle, and that would suggest snow for North Alabama. But hey, this is voodoo. We all know that. Look, if we're having a hard time dealing with a system this coming Sunday night, it's impossible to deal with something on January 20th. We're just looking, and out there at the end of the cycle, this is the 24th. Got a pretty chilly-looking pattern for much of the country, a vortex up to the north, and again, that suggests temperatures near normal with maybe some light rain. And a quick peek at the NAO. We like to look at that often, the North Atlantic Oscillation. You can see the big downward spike in association with the very cold air we had last week, the positive spike in association with the warm air we have now, and looks like it's trying to settle into neutral range for the rest of this month, so that could mean changeable weather. And I do think temperatures for the rest of this month after this week will be below normal with several, perhaps important storm systems to deal with. No dull moments around here. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.